So unlimited Dandavat pranams to Lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, to Prishta Vishnupada Stutra Satyashimad, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Shiksha Gurudeva Sam Vishnupada Stutra Satyashimad, Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, Shrimati Krishna Priya Thakurani. Also today on this day of their disappearance, the Lotus feet of Nitila Prishta Vishnupada Stutra Satyashimad, Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj. We are celebrating the disappearance day today. All Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Pujapad Damodar Maharaj, Damodar Pranam. So much glory, Srila Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj, we have heard, especially from Pujapad Madhusudan Maharaj, who have been serving them all. Srila Janardana Maharaj, we heard the fourth pillar, who was not necessarily present every time, but he was the Shiksha Guru of all Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. Sometimes he was visiting parikramas. Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj was very, very mild in his character, very mild. When somebody was complaining, or some disciple has done something wrong, he was not really angry, never. He was just absorbed in chanting, very, very deeply absorbed in chanting. But if somebody had really done something wrong, he was just crying. He was very rarely chastising someone, practically never. But there were some occasions when Srila Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj used to become fiery. When Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj went preaching in the West, 1996, then Srila Vamana Maharaj was approached by devotees of Devananda Gaudiya Math. Oh, we will go because we were invited to some procession at ISKCON dedicated to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's appearance day. Appearance day. So we'll go. Then Srila Vamana Maharaj became fiery and nobody should go. If you go there forever. Never return back. So devotees were taken back. Why? Because Srila Bhaktivedanta Trivikrama Goswami said very, very clearly, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj went to the West, but they are impeding his preaching. They're making politics. They're not welcoming him. So I consider it direct offense towards my Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj. So I take that personally, he said. So that's why no one should go there. If they go, they should not return, like this. So devotees were taken up by surprise. They never went there. In that same year, 1996, some ISKCON devotees went to Srila Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj for complaining about our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. They went to Devananda Gaudiya Math. So, first they started speaking something. Srila Narayan Maharaj, this and that. So he was disturbed. He didn't want to really disturb his bhajan. And he said, oh, this is not for me, actually. You have to address the secretary. Secretary will deal with it. The secretary. Oh, who is the secretary? They didn't know who the secretary was. So they went outside and, who is the secretary of your mat? Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Here we go. That's how it happened. But on another occasion, they were very, very persistent. You know, they started speaking something against Srila Gurudev. Srila Vamana Maharaj was, how to say, not paying attention first. He was chanting very, very deeply, absorbed. But then, at a certain moment, he could not tolerate anymore. So he said, Hare Krishna, like this. And then he told them, go away and never come back through this gate, Narahari Toran, named after Narahari, Shri Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu. So, thus Srila Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj was very, very fiery because he's popularly known as, very, very mild and tolerant. But he was never tolerant towards Vaishnava Parat, so he taught us those things. So, Srila Bhaktivedanta Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj, very, very dear to all of us devotees of Krishna Balaram specifically, because he's the, we can say, founder Acharya of this place, founder Acharya. So he noticed Shyam Prabhu, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, when Shyam Prabhu was very small. He told that, Shyam needs a place of his own, because so much politics also. First of all, Srila Maharaj is not a Bengali, Maharaj was joking. He said, the more Bengalis, the better, The more Bengalis, the more bhakti, like this. And it's not a Bengali. And Gurudev is not a Bengali, So Gurudev had to face his own politics. It's his time. But Srila Trivikram Maharaj noticed Maharaj, and very talented boy, so he needs to have his place, his own place, because they will not leave him alone. They will not leave them alone. So Maharaj was telling us how they were treating him when he was going to Mathura, so there was no question of his staying in Mathura. The legends functioning from that side, Gurudev wanted him in Mathura. Never true. Gurudev knew about the situation, but Srila Trivikram Maharaj specifically, he wanted Maharaj to have his own place. What did he? So much politics from outside. Srila Madhusudan Maharaj, Shyam Prabhu, staying with Didi, this, that, they were speaking many things. But Srila Trivikram Maharaj was always supporting, and he made all legal arrangements also, as Maharaj was mentioning. He arranged for the police also to guard the place, because, Brijbasis, local authorities, they could create so much trouble. So he arranged for the police to guard the place while the building is going on. He was giving practical advice, he was giving legal advice, he arranged for all the papers, especially for this place to be established. So that was 1998, the place was established. So then Maharaj was speaking very sweetly about how he was coming here, how he was staying for the whole day, didn't want to leave. And one thing Maharaj usually tells, but I think he didn't tell today, when Pujapat Trivikram Maharaj stayed one time, then he was lying on the bed resting, and then he was lying on the other side, he turned to the other side. And when Maharaj said, why are you turning to the other side, on the other side? Trivikram Maharaj saying, I'm in man. I'm doing man, jealous anger. Maharaj laughing, if you're doing man, you'll never say, I'm doing man. So that cannot be so. So Srila Trivikram Maharaj also used to love our Didi Pujaniya Shnapriyata Purani. So he used to offer her dandavat first. When he was seeing her, he was saying dandavat. So that is why Shyam Prabhu Pujapat Madhusudan Maharaj was so much impressed. And once Maharaj was saying many things, but once I wanted to know from Pujapat Madhusudan Maharaj, Maharaj, can you tell me, Yogamaya was being built, Maharaj was resting on the couch there, on the third floor. So I was about to leave Vrindavan at that time. I came to say goodbye to Maharaj. And one question was very much on my mind. I wanted to know the answer once again. I heard before, but I wanted to hear directly from Maharaj. So, Maharaj, please, can you tell me, what was Trivikram Maharaj telling about Dini? What level? About her level? What was your Trivikram Maharaj telling. So Maharaj told me directly, Pujapad Trivikram Maharaj told DJs on the level of bhav, directly, the level of bhav. So I don't want to speak too loud and too much about it. So good if Shyamala Didi heard, that's okay. So Srila Trivikram Maharaj, therefore, undoubtedly was Mahabhagavat. We can see from these examples how exalted he was, because a Mahabhagavat Vaishnava never sees anyone, anything gross. He only sees the essence. Ishtadeva Spurti. Everywhere he sees the Ishtadeva Spurti, the vision, yes, of his Ishtadeva, and also sees every living entity in the context of the relationship with Krishna. So those are two characteristics, features of Mahabhagavat. So we can see those features of Mahabhagavat in him. Pujapad Damodar Maharaj is especially fortunate because he was serving him for 7 years, 1996 till his departure, 2002. I remember how on this day, Srila Trivikram Maharaj left and Damodar Maharaj was with him. He will tell you in the evening more, but I remember that day how Srila Gurudev was feeling deeply, deeply sad, and he was really weeping but not showing that. Actually, the reason why Gurudev had his heart trouble that autumn before Kartik started, 2002, was because he was about to visit Srila Trivikram Maharaj in Calcutta when he was in hospital, but Srila Gurudev had heart attack. He was so much absorbed in thoughts of his god brother, he had a heart attack, and he was put in a hospital which was 5 minutes away from Srila Trivikram Maharaj's hospital, and he was so much broken hearted. I cannot visit my god brother, cannot go to his hospital and visit him. So that Kartik we had a rehearsal, before bhajan and separation. So today is separation day, bhajan and separation. We were given the chance to for the first rehearsal because Srila Gurudev was not with us. He was very sick. He was in Delhi, and heart operation was being done. So then Gurudev returned. We were in Varshana when it happened, when Srila Trivikram Maharaj was entering Aprakat Lila. So then Srila Gurudev made Radhanath Brahmachari, Pujapad Damodar Maharaj, speaking about him. So we remember these two personalities, Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj, Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj, on this day, asking for their blessings. I'm asking for blessings for this soul. I've never seen Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj, unfortunately, but Srila Trivikram Maharaj saw a couple of times, 1999 when I was joining. Never had personal association, but touched his lotus feet a couple of times. So consider myself very fortunate therefore. Srila Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Trivikrama